Fifth grade Excel, lesson 12, estimating standard measurements, reading measuring devices. We're going to go over quite a bit of measurement today, and again, this should be review for you, beginning of the year of the fifth grade Excel. We've got a lot of review from third grade and fourth grade standards just to make sure you haven't forgotten anything. Standard units of measure have been developed so we can describe the size of various items. In other words, it would be kind of hard to tell you how big something is or how small it is if we didn't come up with some sort of measurement that everybody agrees on is the same thing. Each sort of item is described by a different set of units. So first we're going to talk about measuring length of things. And this is measuring basically a line. And that's not a very straight line, but a line is measured by all of these units of measurement. Inches. Inches are about, well, it's going to vary different. It's going to be about the width of your thumb. You smash your thumb down, that's about an inch. And most of you are familiar with that from your ruler. A foot is the length of your whole ruler, and it's about the size of your foot with your shoe on. Probably a little bit bigger than most of your feet. Yards are equal to 3 feet. That measures a length, a distance. And miles, for those of you that are at our school, that's from our school to the freeway is about a mile. And it's, you guys know that's a pretty good distance. And centimeters, that's about the width of your pinky. And that's a little bit smaller than an inch. A meter is like, well, a yard is about a step long for most of you, and a meter is like taking a little bit bigger step because it's about 39 inches or so. A kilometer is equal to about 6/10 of a mile, so it's a little bit over a half of a mile. And these are all units of length or distance, how far something is. A door might be measured in centimeters or inches, how tall that door is. You might say feet even maybe, or inches or centimeters. The width of a room in feet, yards, or meters, and the length of a road in miles or kilometers. We would definitely not measure how long a road is in inches or something like that. Not a good way to measure it. All right, here's the measurement in weight. Grams. Oh, before we go any further, just to make sure that you're listening, I want you to draw a circle around. I think you guys have, well, I don't know if you have these pictures on your paper or not. So what I'd like you to do is put right here, I want you to put an X right there, right where I'm wiggling that, right inside of that little V part. Put an X right there to show me that you're paying attention to the video. And if you don't have that on your paper tomorrow, we're going to assume that you didn't do the video lesson. You won't get credit for doing your homework. So remember, put an X right there where I put that little dot. Don't put a dot there, put an X there. So this is talking about weight measurements. Grams, kilograms, ounces, pounds, and tons are all measures of weight. It says a pencil might be measured in grams, a bird in ounces, a person in pounds or kilograms, and an elephant in tons. Let's talk about what each one of these can be compared to. And we do have a Rockin' the Standard song that will help you for a lot of these measurements. It's the measurement song on the math album. But grams is about the weight of a paper clip. It's hardly anything. A kilogram is, and I'm going to draw this on here so you remember about a paper clip. A kilogram is about the weight of a brick. And that's why we say throw a brick in the song. And then an ounce, and this is about 2 pounds, okay? An ounce is also about the weight of a paper clip. Ounces and grams are really close to each other. It hardly weighs anything at all. A pound, we say, is about the weight of a boot. Okay, with a nice, kind of heavy sole on there. That weighs about a pound. Somewhere in that ballpark. Of course, it's not going to be exact, but just to give you something to compare it to. And a ton is equal to 2,000 pounds. We abbreviate pounds LB or LBS. And so that's why we measure an elephant in pounds. All right, let's keep going. Now this is a measurement of liquid. We have like a picture of a container here. Here's the lid. Here's some liquid inside coming up to here. And so different measurements for liquids are cups, pints, quarts, gallons, milliliters, liters, and they're all measuring volume. Volume is how much space a liquid would take up. A thimble filled with water might be measured in milliliters. A milliliter is a very small amount of liquid. When you guys were younger, you used to probably use these little tiny cubes and sometimes they'd be stacked into a stick of 10 of them. These are base 10 blocks, and these little tiny cubes, if you were to hollow one of those out and fill it with liquid, put some liquid inside of it like that, that would be equal to 1 milliliter. 1 milliliter, or it's also called a cubic centimeter, a cc, or a cubic centimeter. It's a very small amount of liquid. If you take 1,000 of these things and you put them together, you get a liter. And a liter is about a good sized water bottle that you guys would drink out of. You guys are all probably familiar with 2-liter bottles because we usually buy soda in a 2-liter bottle. So this is soda. That's how much but that would be a liter here and a liter here. That's 2 liters in a bottle of soda. Now, quarts and gallons, when you go to the store and you buy milk in a plastic container, it's got the little handle on the side right here. Not a very good artist, but that's a jug of milk. That is 1 gallon. And then the little skinny, not the cartons that are kind of wider, but the little skinny cartons that look like this, that is a quart. 1 quart. And again, the water bottles that you drink out of are about a quart as well. Not the little small ones, but the pretty decent sized ones. Those are about a liter or a quart. And so these all measure, pints. Pints are equal to 2 cups. A cup, you guys drink about a cup of milk at lunchtime that they give you. And if you put 2 of those together, you get a pint. 2 cups is equal to a pint. And a pint is about a half of a quart, I believe, there. So that's 1 pint. All right, moving on. What we're going to do is check out these measurement devices, and I want you to see if you can figure out the temperature on both of these. These are both the same measurement of temperature. Fill in that measurement here. We measure temperature in Fahrenheit or in Celsius. These are both Fahrenheit thermometers, and Fahrenheit numbers are a little bit higher than Celsius numbers are usually. So go ahead and read these, fill in the answer right here, and then turn the video back on. All right, what you should have noticed is that this line right here represents the number 70. This line up here represents 75, and each one of these in between is 1 degree. So if this is 70, that's 71, and that's 72, right where that red comes up to. That's 73, 74, and 75. Here there's no little lines in between, but about halfway between 70 and 75 would be 72 and a half. So right here is about 72, that's 71, 73 would be right there, and that would be 74. So this is pointing right about into there, which would be 72, the same as this thermometer over here. So the answer is 72 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching.